Hey everybody, it's Ted here. I've got a oil relocation kit here for a MerCruiser that I've got to backfit onto an older engine. This is a repower for a 5.7 liter TBI engine. And of course the oil filter being under the engine is painful at best to get at, let alone not drop and have oil all in your bilge. So let's take a look at the kit. This is the first look that I've seen opening it up. This one should fit the engine just fine. It is a true MerCruiser kit, not an aftermarket one. So let's take a look at it. Let's see what's in the box. It's a phone. All right, here's the instructions for the installation. And it says for Alphas with MIE 350 CID ski models with a serpentine drive belt system, which is what I've got. So that sounds good so far. Bunch of different pieces and parts, brackets, filters, filter adapter, nuts, remote oil filter lines. They give you even tie wraps, the oil filter, and an elbow. So, pretty self-explanatory. Take the filter off, I've done that. I've done this one once or twice before, so I kind of remember it. I think that this elbow has to be removed from the riser, and then this bracket gets installed. So you have to remove and discard the bolts and then install the hoses and fittings. So it looks pretty straightforward. Let's see what's in here. So here's the housing piece that's gonna replace the actual filter housing adapter under the engine. And then you have obviously the filter. And then we have the bracket. This is the most important part that's got to fit the engine. So there are a couple of different versions of this, and you definitely want to make sure that you go by the serial number and make sure this fits. I'm going to walk over there and look at the engine and make sure it fits the bolt pattern. Survey says yes, it will fit the bolt pattern, and it looks like there's clearance for everything over there, so that's good. Okay, bunch of fittings, new bolts for the risers, okay, and these bolts are going to be longer. This is the other important thing. I don't have to go start looking around for bolts that are going to fit between the bracket and the actual riser. So these are going to be long enough to go through the riser into the, and it's actually got 3-inch extensions on it. So we're going to have that. And then the 2 hydraulic lines that fit it, and these are custom made by MerCruiser to fit this application. So far looks pretty good, and we'll start putting this together. Okay, what's nice about this kit is you have this adapter that goes underneath that is going to have this thread. It's going to go to these 2 hoses. You have this one is male. Goes in this end, this is male, goes in that end, you can't mix it up. The directions tell you exactly which way this goes, and the other thing that's really nice about this is you don't have to remove the adapter from the engine, you just pull the filter off and then this threads up underneath it. So that needs to be torqued to 180 inch-pounds, so we'll get this thing lined up under there and then I'll give you a short look at it while it's installed. Right, so it looks like it's 180 inch-pounds, 20 Newton meters, or 15 foot-pounds. So I'm going to go torque this. I'm using a 1 5/16 socket with an adapter from 3/8 to 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch to 3/4. There we go. Okay, that's done. All right, so we got the adapter bolted on, 15 foot-pounds, with the front hose facing forward. This one faces aft, and these hoses are kind of come around and go up back. So we've got 3-inch extensions here and the bolts off the risers, and that bracket's kind of come out here. And with this hose, with this engine, the water goes into the manifold and straight up through the risers and the extensions and overboard. So I don't have that angled valve fitting here like on older ones. All right, so here's the bracket that's going to go on here with the new bolts, and here are the original bolts, and what I'm going to do is just kind of line that up and say, yep, they are the same length. So with the new bracket, they figured it all out. Now there were lock washers on the original ones, and I am leaving those in the top of the risers because there's a recess for those, and I'll show you that. Okay, there's a recess here for these bolts, and I'm gonna throw they got Loctite on these. So I'm just gonna slip these bolts in here, and then they're gonna sit on those lock washers, which is gonna spread the weight out of this. And then we're going to torque these back down just like the back bolts get torqued. And then I'm going to torque these to, I think it says 27 foot-pounds. All right, I've put these two plugs in here, and the hoses are going to come in from the back side, and then they're going to go down underneath and out the back of the engine to the bracket. All right, it's going to be pretty much foolproof to put this together because the two hoses, you know, these go underneath, and one's male, one's female, and that's the way the fittings are. Now the question on the top is which ones do these go, and it says right in the instructions, real simple, the one with the arrow in, it says the outer oil hose of the block adapter has a male thread fitting attached to the oil filter bracket with the arrow cast above the opening. All right, so we got the oil lines installed here, and it is specific on the way that these go. The kit that I got, interesting, has one hose, looks like it's a reinforced hose, and the other one seems to just be a regular rubber hose. But it still says that this hose is 400 PSI, so the other one is rated at high temperature. And I don't see if it has a rating for pressure on it, but I'm sure it does someplace. But it's a more robust hose than the other one, so they may have done a change while this was going on. So these are going to run around, come up here, go behind the riser, and then they go on the inside of the filter housing here. All right, so here's the inside of the filter housing. So these are the two hoses that are coming up from the bottom, and I've put the adapters in here. These are both male. I've tightened these up. So there is no real torque spec. It says tighten securely. So don't tighten them down too much because these are tubing fittings, but you can tighten them down pretty well. So put a wrench on here, put a wrench on here, and then tighten them down. I put a regular open end wrench here, and I use a flare nut wrench here, just to try to keep it even and tighten. You could use two flare nut wrenches if you had one that fit over here. We're gonna look at which hose is further forward, and then the one in the back. So we'll figure out which one goes where. So the reinforced hose, or the heavier duty of the hoses in the back, is the one that comes up here. So this is the aft hose. So let's see where that one goes. All right, so here is the top hose. That is the reinforced hose, and that is the hose that goes to the back of the actual filter housing. So we're gonna follow that one down here, and then that is the one that is the female thread. So the one that is in the center, all right, goes to the aft fitting. So pretty straightforward that this fitting, the forward fitting on the unit, it goes to the forward fitting on the filter housing. And then what I did was I brought those around up to the back side of the engine to get a little clearance here before they go underneath, but they fit right underneath the bracket. And these are made for this engine, and it's perfect for this application. So what I did also was, before I put the filter on that, I filled it up with oil because the oil lines are empty. So I always, if I can, try to fill the oil filter up most of the way before I put it on with fresh, clean oil. All right, so we got that oil filter housing installed, remote kit, came out really nice, easy installation. It's gonna be a lot easier to change the oil on it, that's for sure, and change the filter when we get this thing running. All right, if you like the video, please hit that like and the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.